We're going to start with a nice easy march. Lift your chest and roll your shoulders back. Try to tuck your chin back slightly and breathe evenly. From here, we're going to take this into an overhead reach, adding a toe tap. Let's reach it up nice and high. Stretching through the back of the shoulder blade. We're reaching those fingertips up toward the ceiling and breathing evenly. And if you're just jumping in, welcome. We're going to be doing a mix of body weight strength and cardio today. No equipment needed, all standing moves. 2 more. From here, take those reaches a little lower. We're reaching across, stretching through the back of the shoulder blade. Exhale as you reach. Inhale as you bring it back in. Soft knee bend. 2 more. Back to the march. Try to lift that chest. Roll those shoulders back and down. Breathing deeply. Try to keep your chin tucked back. Often on the shoulder roll, we want to let the chin and neck come forward. Try to keep them tucked back slightly. 2 more rolls. 1 left here. Body weight squats. Nice wide stance with the toes flared. Let's lower on down into that squat. And don't worry too much about the depth of your squat. As per usual, we are warming up. Just work within the range of motion that feels right for your joints. Breathe through it. Inhale down, exhale up. 2 more. 2, 1. We're going to take it into a good morning. Fingertips behind the ears, feet shoulder width apart. Hinge from the hips. Drive your heels into the floor. Push your chest out and brace through the core. Now we're going to be doing the workout similar to a Tabata style today, which is 20 seconds of work with a 10-second break in between. But instead, we're going to keep those rests pretty short with just 5 seconds in between moves. 1 more here. And shake it out. All right, let's take it to our first round. So our first move is going to be a surfer squat. So we're going to do this for 20 seconds. Right toe pointing right, left toe facing forward. And when we shift into the squat, we're shifting the weight back toward that left glute. In between, we're going to take it into jump rope. Now, I'm going to do this one low impact. If you'd like to add a hop, feel free. All right, let's do it. Setting our timer, 20 seconds on the clock. Right toe right, left toe forward, wide stance. Sink down into your squat, but shift your weight to your left. Ready? Here we go. Pulsing. Nice and low here. So you're driving your heels into the floor, opening up through the right hip, but try to shift your weight more to that left leg. Get nice and low here. You've got it. Keep that chest out. 3, 2, 1. Come to that upright position. Jump rope, low impact or high. I'm going to start with a right heel dig. Here we go. Now in the heel dig, keep the knees soft. If you prefer to add a hop or a heel raise, feel free to do so. Try to drop the shoulders down. Keep your chest lifted and keep moving that rope at a rapid pace. Breathe through it. Rest. All right, left toe left, right toe forward. Squatting down, chest up. Here we go. Now on this round, we're shifting the weight over to that right heel. And we're staying low, pulsing through that squat, almost like we're on a surfboard. Breathe through it. Chest is out, back is flat. Drive those heels into the floor. 2, 1. We're going to go back up to jump rope. Any way you like it. I'm going to start with the left heel. Here we go. That's it. Again, try to press your shoulder blades down toward the floor. So you're keeping your clavicle and your shoulders depressed. They're pushing downward, activating the muscles in the traps. That's it. Breathe through it. Rest. Back to the surfer squat. So pointing the one toe forward, other toe to the right. Here we go. Sitting nice and low. Staying low, driving the heels into the floor. Push your chest out. Brace through the core. Open up through that hip on that right side. You should feel a nice little stretch as we do that squat. Rest. We're going to our third set of jump rope. I'm going to start with the right heel dig. Ready? Let's go. That's it. Keep turning the rope. Keep your head up And whenever I do a low impact jump rope, I like to think about my neck position. So think about lengthening through the spine, pulling your head up toward the ceiling, depressing your shoulders. Over to the other side, one more surfer squat. Left toe facing left, right toe facing forward, sink down. Here we go. Squat it out. Now remember, weight is shifted to that right leg. Sit nice and low here. Push your chest out. Drive those heels into the floor. That's it, working through that glute. 3, 2, 1. Jump rope. I'm gonna go with the heel on the left side. Ready? Here we go. So again, if you prefer to hop, go ahead, but I still want you to think about those postural cues. As mentioned, try to lengthen through your neck. So you're lengthening through the head, neck, and shoulders, keeping that chest upright. We're almost there. 2, 1. Grab a water break, catch a breather. We're gonna go to our next two moves. A backward lunge. Now, in the backward lunge, you can modify as needed. So in this move, I am going to have my hands on my hips and I'm going to step back, sinking down into the lunge. If you prefer a stationary lunge, a forward lunge, whatever you like, go for it. That backward lunge is a little bit easier balance-wise than our forward or stationary lunge. Then I'm going to take it into an in and out. Now it's up to you if you'd like to march in and out, keeping it low impact, or jog your in and out. All right, so starting with the right leg coming back, I'm gonna place my hands on my hips, lift the chest, chin tuck back, soft knee bend, and I'm gonna step back with the right leg. Ready? Here we go. Stepping back into the lunge. Now, a common mistake with the lunge is that we tend to rush through them. When you rush, balance gets worse. So really focus on staying upright through the chest and try to bring your back shin parallel to the floor. Rest. All right, we're going to cardio here, in and out. So I'm gonna march it in, out, out. Now with this one, I'm gonna march at a fairly rapid pace, but you can select your pace. If a hopping motion is fine for your joints, feel free to do it more like a little bit of a run. That's it, nice and low. 3, 2, 1. All right, left leg in that lunge back. Feet shoulder width apart, hands on the hips, shoulders back, chin tucked. Here we go, lunge back and up. As mentioned, people tend to rush. I find because people tend to dislike lunges, they try to get their reps over with as quick as possible, but I would rather see good, slow reps than faster reps with less good form. All right, get ready for those in and outs. Here we go, in, out, out. So again, I'm still keeping one foot on the floor at all times, but I'm trying to pick up that pace a little bit. And I have a semi-squatting position with the legs. Breathe through it. Shoulder blades back, chest out. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. All right, lunging back to that right leg. Chest lifted, chin tucked, soft knees. Here we go, step it back. Breathe through this. Inhale down, exhale up. Try to keep your chest upright. Breathe through it. Try to avoid that forward lean. It's so easy to lean the upper body forward during the lunge, which takes a little bit of weight off of the quads. All right, in and out. Let's do it. In, out, out. Add your arms. That's it. Breathing deeply. Staying low here, staying low. That's it, 5 more seconds. 2, 1. Backward lunge, left leg, feet shoulder width apart, chest lifted, shoulders back, soft knee bend. Let's go. Lunging down to the left side. Breathing through this. Again, try to bring your back shin parallel to the floor and both knees to 90 degrees. That's it. Almost there. Rest. All right, one more in and out. Low feet, starting with the left foot lead. Here we go. In, out, out. That's it. Add the arms. Stay focused. Light on those toes. I always like to do a low impact version for the sake of my feet. So it's really up to you how you do this move. 2, 1. All right, grab a water break here. Let your heart rate come down a little bit. We're going to go to our next round. Up next, standing W's. Now in this one, we're really going to focus on that shoulder blade retraction. So we're going to have our elbows up, 90-degree angle. You can have an open palm or a closed fist. And we're going to rotate the shoulders back, squeeze, and release. Breathing deeply, working through that range of motion, slowly and in a controlled manner. Then, in between, we're going to take it to a side shuffle with a hamstring curl. So we're going to shuffle, shuffle, curl, shuffle, shuffle, curl. Now, if you have minimal space in your workout area, you can just shuffle and curl in a wide stance into that hamstring curl. All right, let's do this. So, feet shoulder width apart, chest is square, lift up, tuck the chin, soft knees. Here we go, round it out. Breathing deeply. We're pulling those shoulder blades back and together. Exhale on the pull. Inhale on the release. Squeeze. And I want you to really feel that squeeze every time. Pull. Rest. All right, this time we're going to the right. Shuffle, shuffle, hamstring curl. Here we go. Shuffle, shuffle, curl. Shuffle, shuffle, curl. That's it. And again, this does take a bit of space. So modify your move as needed for your room. That's it. Breathing deeply. You've got this. 3, 2, 1. All right, back to that W. So again, feet shoulder width apart, elbows at 90, chin tucked, soft knees. Here we go. I always find I like to make a fist with this one, but it's really up to you. Think about that shoulder blade retraction as you pull, squeeze the shoulder blades back in together, and try to avoid a forward chin bob. Oftentimes when we do a shoulder blade retraction, rest. We're going left on the shuffle, shuffle, ham curl. Get ready. Here we go. Shuffle, shuffle, curl, shuffle, shuffle, curl. We tend to let the neck go forward when we do pulling motions. And so I really want you to think about on that next set, making sure that you're keeping your chin tucked and rest. All right, chest lifted, chin tucked, soft knees, squeeze the glutes. Here we go. Squeeze. And this move is really all about that shoulder blade retraction. It's pulling the shoulder blades back in together. Breathing deeply, squeeze. Exhale as you squeeze. Inhale as you come forward. Rest. All right, we're going back to the right. Hamstring curls. Let's go. Shuffle, shuffle, curl, shuffle, shuffle, curl. That's it. Soft feet, soft knees. Breathe through this. You've got it. 4 more seconds. Keep it up. Rest. All right, we're back to that last W. Standing tall, shoulders back. Here we go. Exhale. Pull those shoulder blades back in together. Check for your chin position. If your head bobs forward, try to just tuck that chin back ever so slightly, keeping the chin parallel to the floor. Squeeze. Squeeze. Rest. All right, one more. Shuffle, shuffle, ham curl. We're going left. Here we go. Shuffle, shuffle, curl. That's it. You've got it. Let that heart rate climb. Quick feet here. Breathe deeply. That's it. 3, 2, 1. All right, grab some water. Let your heart rate come down a little bit. And we'll go into our next round. So, squat with a leg raise. In this move, feet are going to be just facing forward, toes just ever so slightly flared. And from here, we're going to squat, and then we're going to lift through the glute. Right leg only to start, left leg only on second set. Then, in between, we're going to take it into a heel jack or a jumping jack. Let's do it. So, squat. As mentioned, feet just wider than shoulder width, toes mostly forward, slight flare, chest lifted, shoulders back. Here we go. Squat, right leg raise. Now in the leg raise, push your heel down. I like to go about 45 degrees back and behind me. That's it. Breathe through it. Keep that heel pressed down toward the floor. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Heel jacks or regular jumping jacks. I'm starting with the right heel. Here we go. Now in the jack, I want you to think about opening up through the chest. Try to pull your shoulder blade back while pressing your thumbs up toward the ceiling. That's it. Soft knee bend. Breathe deeply. 2, 1. All right, this time it's gonna be that left leg in the lift. Feet shoulder width apart. Here we go. Squat, left leg raise. Now remember, we want that heel angled slightly downward, toes pulled slightly upward. Push your chest out and drive your heels into the floor on the squat. 3, 2, 1. Heel jacks, I'm gonna start with that left leg this time. Shoulders back, chin tucked, let's go. And again, open up through the chest. Try to pull your shoulder blades back and together. We spend so much of our time with our shoulders in a forward rounded position. We wanna try to get nice and open through the chest and shoulders whenever possible. That's it. Rest. All right, right leg this time, feet shoulder width apart. Get ready, let's go. Squat, right leg, heel down, lift through the glute, push through it. Use your arms for balance. Angle that heel down toward the floor. You've got this. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Back to heel jacks, right leg. Thumbs up, shoulders back, chin tucked. Let's do it. You've got it. Drive those thumbs up toward the ceiling. Pull the shoulder blades back. Chin tucked. Chest lifted. That's it. Full range of motion for the shoulders. 2, 1. One more squat to leg raise. Left leg. Ready? Let's go. Squat, left leg lift. Really squeeze through that glute. When you lift the leg, drive up through the left glute. That's it. Press your heels into the floor. Keep that chest out. 2, 1. Jacks. Regular or heel jacks, left heel jacks. Ready? Let's go. That's it. Chest lifted. Shoulders back. Abs in. Belly button toward the spine. Breathe deeply. You've got it. 5 more seconds, then we'll take a water break. Rest. All right, grab some water here. Catch a breather. Let your heart rate come down. Next, we're going to take this into a standing row. So we already did our W's, but I do want to do a little bit more shoulder blade retraction. So in this move, standing position, just a soft knee bend, chest lifted, abs in, palms up. Now your thumbs can be about 45 degrees up toward the ceiling with your hands about rib cage height. We're going to pull, and as you pull, think about squeezing your shoulder blades and then release. And then in between, we're going to take it into fast feet. Now you can jog it like football feet, or you can heel raise with an arm swing. All right, let's do it. So feet shoulder width apart, palms up, chest lifted, chin back, soft knees. Let's row. Ready? Here we go. Row in, pull, release. Exhale, pull. Now when you pull, try to bring your hands right next to your rib cage and think about pulling your elbows back so that you're squeezing your shoulder blades. You should really feel this through the mid back. That's it. Really contract, rest. Fast feet, either football feet or heel raise. Here we go. So in this version, I'm simply doing the heel raise, keeping my toes connected to the floor and adding that nice fast arm swing. That's it. Breathe deeply. Let that heart rate climb. Run it out. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's take it back to our Standing row, thumbs up, chest lifted, chin back, soft knees. Here we go. Row. And when you row, I really want you to think about that shoulder blade retraction. That is the key to this movement, is keeping those elbows back and in, nice and tight to the torso. That's it, squeeze. Try to prevent the chin from coming forward. Keep the chest lifted, relax. All right, we're going back to fast feet. Shoulder width apart, any way you like it. Here we go. Breathe deeply. If you're doing the heel raise, make sure you've got that big arm swing. If you're doing football feet, maybe a little bit less arm movement. That's it. Just let that heart rate climb either way. 2, 1. Back to standing rows. Feet shoulder width apart. Arms out, chest lifted, soft knees, abs in. Here we go. Pull. Exhale. Pull. Breathing deeply. These pulling movements are so important for back strengthening and improving posture. It's so important to include at least as many pulling exercises, relax, back to fast feet, as pushing exercises. Ready? Here we go. Into our workout programs, if not more. So ideally, we'd actually have a couple extra pulls. And that's because we need to offset posture from sitting at a desk. So if you find that your shoulders are often rounded, those pulling movements can help to offset it. Rest. One more set of rows. Thumbs up, chin tucked, soft knees. Let's go. Pull. So any type of bent over row or resistance band row, resistance band pull apart, anything where you're getting that shoulder blade squeeze is so helpful for our posture in the long run. Exhale. Release. One more fast feet. Feet shoulder width apart, chest out. Let's go. Run it out. Again, if you're doing low impact, you might want a bigger arm swing. If you're doing a high impact movement, your arm movements may be a little smaller. Keep it up. That's it. 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Grab a water break here. Let your heart rate come down. We're going to go to our next 2 moves. So up next, cross body medicine ball slams. So it's going to look like we're catching a ball at the shoulder, and then we're going to twist and slam it down. Now, when you twist and slam, a couple of things. You want to keep that core engaged. So as you twist, you're bracing your obliques. You're also pivoting your toe. So if you're catching on the right side and slamming down to the left, that right foot is pivoting down toward the floor, and you're going to visualize yourself slamming that medicine ball down. In between, we're going to take it into a sprinter march. So big arm swing and high knees. All right, let's do it. So feet are wide. Now remember, that right leg is going to pivot. We're going to catch the ball over the right shoulder, and we're going to slam left. Get ready? Let's go. Pivot and slam. Pivot and slam. So you're catching it on the shoulder, and you're slamming it down. Exhale. Using those obliques. Keep the core muscles engaged. You've got it. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to take it into sprinter knees. Right knee is coming up first. We're going to add that big arm swing. Here we go. Now, what I like about this move is that it feels high intensity, but it's fairly low impact. Just try to get those knees up as high as you can, and you want that arm swing to be a full shoulder forward and back motion. That's it. Rest. All right, we're going left shoulder down to the right side, wide stance. Get ready. Let's go. Pivot and slam. Pivot and slam. Brace through the core. I want you to imagine that someone's going to punch you in the stomach. Brace for the punch. That's it. Exhale as you slam. 2 more. Rest. All right. Left knee is coming up this time, adding the arm swing. Here we go. Big arm swing here. Try to lift your chest. Now, just like we did earlier, I want you to think about lengthening through the neck. Imagine that there's a string from the top of your head that's lengthening you up toward the ceiling. rest. All right, right shoulder, medicine ball, slam to the left. Here we go. Slam it down. Slam it down. That's it. Right through the core. You've got it. Breathing deeply. Use those obliques. Pivot and slam. Rest. All right, sprinter knee. Right knee is coming up here. Add the arm swing. Let's go. Whoop. I almost want to lift my left leg. Had to fight it. Here we go. Lift that chest. Again, lengthen through the neck. Breathe deeply. Keep this up. Let that heart rate climb. Rest. All right, we're catching over the left shoulder, going down to the right. Here we go. Pivot and slam. Pivot and slam. That's it. Twisting movements are often so underlooked in regular workout programs in the weight room. And it's so important to be able to brace your core during a twisting movement. And this is a great way to practice. Rest. All right, now left knee coming up, adding the arm swing. Let's go. Try to lengthen through the spine, head up, chest out, full shoulder swing. That's it. Work through that range of motion. Lift those knees up nice and high. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right, grab a water break. Let the heart rate come down a little bit. We're gonna go to our next move. Up next, standing crunch. So in this movement, we're going to think about our balance in the crunching motion. So we're gonna start with one arm up, and that knee is going to come toward the elbow. So it's not a fast movement. It's about maintaining balance through the left leg as we crunch on the right. Then we're gonna take it into windshield wipers. Now, if your heart rate is a little bit high, you can do a smaller motion with your arms. If you can keep your heart rate up nice and high, full windshield wipers. All right, let's do it. So, feet shoulder width apart, right arm up, lift the chest, tuck the chin back, soft knee bend, knee to elbow. Here we go. Nice and slow. So we're repositioning, regaining balance. In between, you can put that toe down. Just make sure that you feel balanced through the left leg and breathe deeply. Pull, pull. There's just a slight twisting motion. Rest. All right, windshield wipers. We're stepping to the right. Here we go. Right, left. So again, you can have small arms closer to the body, big arms in that full windshield wiper. Big arms are going to get your heart rate up just a little bit higher. So gauge how you're feeling and adjust accordingly. 2, 1. All right, we're balancing right, lifting that left arm, chest lifted. Here we go. Slowly working through that range of motion. And I always find that first rep on the opposite side is a little wobbly. You can always adjust. Now remember, crunch. It's a pull. You're pulling something down from the ceiling and relax. All right, we're gonna go over to that left side for our windshield wipers. Here we go. Step left and right. You've got it. Working through that full range of motion for the shoulders here. Keep the head up. Soft knees. Breathe through this. That's it. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna go back to that right side. Right arm up, chest lifted, soft knees. Here we go. That's it, nice and slow. Remember, it's a pull. Think about pulling your hip up, pulling your arm down, knee to elbow. Pull and squeeze. Pull and squeeze. Tension on. 3, 2, 1. Windshield wipers are going to go to that right side. Let's do it. That's it. I often find with movements that are body weight, like our standing side crunch, you do really have to think about that ab contraction or oblique contraction. It's not just a floppy arm to a floppy knee. Rest. You have to keep everything tight. So extend that arm, lift the chest, shoulders back. Here we go. Pull. It's about actively engaging the muscles and staying balanced. That's it. Pull. So you're pulling from that hip, using the oblique to lift the leg. That's it. Pull down from the ceiling. Pull. Rest. One more windshield wiper, and we're going to the left. Get ready. Here we go. Left, right. You've got it. Breathing deeply. Keep this up. Maybe there's a little bit of a lag on my screen. Just keep going. You've got it. That's it. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Grab a water break. Let your heart rate come down a little bit. All right. We've got another round. So in this movement, we're going to focus on our shoulders. This is going to be 8 sets in a row, all of shoulders, and I expect you'll feel a little fatigued at the end. So in our first round, we're going to extend just the index finger, and from here, we're going to make small, tight circles moving backwards. Now, in this move, you're probably going to feel like you want to do this with your neck. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but it might feel like it wants to come forward. Keep your neck in position. In between, we're going to do a marching shoulder press. Every round, we're going to switch up that shoulder movement. Let's do it. So we're going to start index fingers out, feet shoulder width apart, tuck the chin, just a soft knee bend here so you can really plant those feet. Ready? Let's go tiny, tight circles backwards and try to pull and squeeze your shoulder blades back and together. Breathe through it. Again, try to check your chin position. Is the head coming forward when you make that tiny circle? If it is, try to lock that neck in place. Rest. All right, shake it out. Marching shoulder press. Get ready. Push and pull. Here we go. March and press. So I want you to think about pushing your hands up toward the ceiling. Stand tall. Lengthen through the neck. Breathe deeply. That's it. You've got it. Rest. All right, on this set, place your hands, palms behind you. Bring them up to a 45-degree angle, and let's push, push. So you're kind of pressing your arms back and behind you, pulsing through the shoulders. Press them back. You want tension on. Again, tuck the chin, lift the neck, lift the chest, press, rest. All right, shake it out. Back to our marching shoulder press here. Regular. Here we go. That's it. Push and pull. As I mentioned, this is 8 rounds of all body weight shoulder moves in a row, and your shoulders should feel fatigued by the end. So if you need a break for your shoulders, go ahead and take that break on this marching portion. Just do a regular march, rest. All right, this time we're gonna go thumbs up, shoulders back, chin tucked. We're gonna push and pulse up and down. Again, keep the chin tucked back and try to draw your arms backwards just ever so slightly so that you have your shoulder blades squeezed, pulsing up and down. That's it, pushing the thumb up toward the ceiling. You're almost there, rest. Woo. All right, back to the marching shoulder press. Remember, just a march is fine too. Here we go. Push and pull. That's it. Press, press. And I know your shoulders are getting tired. Keep in mind that is the point. But of course, if they are getting a little too tired and you find that your form is going out the window, go ahead and march it out. Breathe through it, rest. All right, from here, I'll hands up onto the clavicle, and we're gonna rotate through those shoulders, rotate and squeeze. This one's gonna feel a little easier. Just don't let those elbows drop down. I know the shoulders are tired at this point. Just try to keep them up and parallel to the floor. As you pull back, squeeze, squeeze. Almost there, rest. All right, one more marching press to finish off. Here we go. Lift the chest, shoulders back and down. Breathe through it. Push and pull. Try to lengthen through the spine. Remember, there's that balloon string pulling your head up toward the ceiling, lengthening through the neck. Almost there. Rest. Whew. All right, shake it out. Grab a water break here, and we're going to stretch it out. Now, we're actually going to do some hand stretches today. So, whenever you're ready, after your water break, we're going to do a little bit of stretching here. So, jump in when you're ready. First, we're just going to start by lengthening through the fingers. Just try to extend your fingers. They might bend just ever so slightly backward when they extend. Try to get some length through the fingers here. Breathing deeply. Take a deep breath in and out. And then just let your hands kind of shake out a little bit, in and out. And from here, we're going to stretch out through the thumb. So with one hand, take your thumb and guide that thumb back. Now with your other fingers, just try to splay them out a little bit. Not actively splaying them. We're not stretching them out. We're just keeping them loose and elongated. And we're just gently pulling that thumb back ever so slightly and release. Go over to the other hand. Gently press that thumb back. So you're lengthening through the thumb joint. And it shouldn't feel like a strain. This should feel quite comfortable. So you only want to go as far as a low to moderate stretch here. You shouldn't be forcing the fingers or thumbs into a stretch that they're not comfortable with. And relax. All right, starting with your right hand, we're going to take that left hand and just two fingers here. We're going to press the index finger back. You can have your elbows in kind of tight to your chest here just for comfort reasons. I know the shoulders are tired now. And just try to lengthen here and release. Over to the middle finger. We're going to draw that finger back and stretch it out. Oftentimes, if you've been typing all day, all morning, hands are probably a lot tighter than you think they are. Switch over to the ring finger, draw that finger back. So we tend to ignore these tiny muscle groups throughout the day and not realize that our hands are really tight or cramping until they are cramping. Over to the other pinky finger, gently pulling back. And again, all of these stretches should be low to moderate, and release that right hand. Let's take it over to the left side. So again, just two fingers here. We're going to go to the index finger. Now with your other fingers, just allow them to elongate and relax. So you should also be getting just a mild forearm stretch here as you draw that index finger back. Oftentimes, again, forearms are another one that tend to get really tight, especially with mouse usage. And go over to the middle finger, drawing back with two fingers. Also, if you have any hobbies that require a lot of small hand movements, such as knitting, crocheting, quilting, you paint, draw, switch over to that ring finger. These are some great stretches that you can do after you've had a long session of working on your hobby. Switch over to that pinky. And these are also great stretches to do while you're watching TV, sort of a passive stretch. And just relax and shake it out here. And we only have a couple minutes left, so we're going to do a little bit of neck work here today. So tuck that chin back, lift your chest, and then we're going to rotate, look over the right shoulder, back to center, look over the left shoulder, back to center. So I know we're not doing any of the big muscle groups today in our stretching. We're kind of focusing on the small ones, but oftentimes, keep going. Oftentimes those are the ones that get overlooked. So it is nice once in a while to give yourself a few minutes of working on those small muscle groups. Rotate to the left. One more on either side. Exhale. Back to center, over to the other side. And release. Now, for this last stretch that we're going to do for the shoulder, take your left hand, left fingertips are going to come up kind of on top of that left shoulder, keeping your elbow in nice and tight here. And from here, tuck your chin down so that you're looking toward your chest, and then angle your head so now you're looking just inside your left elbow. And just angle down from the neck. You should feel the stretch kind of low at the back of your neck. Breathing deeply, inhale and exhale. And then bring the head back to center, up, and relax that arm. So now with the other hand, place the fingertips just on top of the shoulder, tuck your chin back, look down toward the chest, and turn your head, looking inside your right elbow. Breathing deeply. And again, you're going to feel this kind of low on the side of the neck. And in this case, it would be on the right side. Deep breath in. And exhale. Bring the head back to center, up, and take a deep breath in. Exhale. We're all done for today. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday, and I will see you Monday. Have a good one. Thanks for coming.